Hello and welcome. Today we are at the Algarve in Portugal and we have just took the lantern to explore Alva.
We'll be having a look around Alva and using an app to explore that has a lot of puzzles and clues to follow to help us explore the town, doesn't it? Think it sounds fun?
Yeah.
So if you want to see some of Alva, stay tuned.
Yeah.
So our walk starts on the waterfront in Alvor and we've just come along the promenade. There's lots of restaurants, cafes, creperies, and it's quite pretty with all the boats just dotted behind me there, as hopefully you'll be able to see. The walk that we're doing, that is guided by an app called Adventure Hunt, and they have lots of different locations and Alvor is one of them. This walk is going to take about 2 kilometres and I'll leave a link to the app in the description below just in case you're interested in doing a walk like what we have and seeing some of the sights of this quaint little town. It's quite cool, they have lots of these sculptures dotted around. We've seen like ones like near the beach of like bulls and things as well. The guided walk is circular and both starts and ends at the harbour, which is handy where the land train dropped us off. The train is run by our hotel, the Tivoli Alvor, and I'll leave a link to our review of that hotel in the description below. As mentioned, the harbour is very picturesque. The estuary runs parallel to the coast for 2 kilometres before joining the sea, giving a great natural harbour for boats. And in our next video, we'll be back at the harbour to take a trip on one of the traditional local boats. One part of the harbour that the app doesn't take you to is the Lifeboat Museum. This is located near the Old Market, and whilst the museum is small, it is also free to enter, so definitely worth popping your head into if you're passing by anyway. As you're walking through the harbour area, you'll probably notice lots of local statues. Some of these have meaning towards the environment, such as the giant fish sculpture that's made out of recycled bottles. Many of the statues are also dedicated to a lot of the traditions in the area surrounding Alvor and its history as a prominent fishing town. Clara has taken control of the phone for the little quiz that we're using to follow the town. Turned off from the harbour now, and there's a long street with lots of bars and restaurants and things that go a bit. It's a little bit, don't know, pub streety. There's still the odd, like really quaint, sort of like, looks like it serves like local food kind of bar, but then there's a lot of ones like the ones behind me where it's like sports bars advertising like serving like woo-woo cocktails. I'm beginning to think that Clara has inherited her sense of direction from her mother.
Hey.
Some of the buildings have very pretty tile on the outside. It's quite ornate. But we're working our way now from here up to the church. It's just around the corner here, which doesn't have ornate tiling, but it's very pretty with its sort of like whitewashed and blue paint on the clock tower. This is more the side of Alvor that I was wanting to see, rather than sports cafes showing football and rugby. So one of the facts that we've just learnt on our walk is a lot of the buildings have blue paint around the buildings and around the windows, like this window behind me. This window being on the tourism office. And apparently these are called witch stripes and are designed to ward off evil spirits. So one of the interesting facts that we've just learned from the walk that we're doing is that a lot of the Portuguese house tiling on the outside started as a way to help damp proof the houses. So they will put the tiles on the outside because of the waterproof glaze that the tiles had. So the walk that we're doing, it's not really taking us like through lots of like picturesque areas, but it is teaching us a lot of really interesting facts about the area and about Portugal. We did do something like this when we were in Amsterdam, and that took you to a lot of the sort of like main sort of like sites that you might want to see, whereas with this, a lot of the things that you see are a lot smaller. It's like street signs, quaint mosaics that are built into like the tiling on floors around buildings and stuff. But yeah, it's not been as picturesque as what we were probably expecting, but it's definitely been interesting. So we're nearing the end of our walk now. It's been about a 2 kilometre circular walk, and as you can probably tell from the ominous clouds behind us, the weather has changed slightly from when we got here. I suppose that's one of the gambles that you take coming in the shoulder season. It's quieter, you can still get lush hot days, but also you might get overcast and rainy times as well. But it's still been an enjoyable walk. Like I said before, it's not necessarily been as picturesque as what we were probably expecting, but there's been lots of interesting facts as we've learned along our way. Can you think of any interesting facts you've learned?
That owls are used to scare away birds and rodents.
Yeah. So one of the questions was, who lives in such and such a house, and what was on the roof?
An owl.
Yeah. And they do that with pottery owls here to scare away other birds and, as Elias said, rodents.
We did this through Advent Hunt app, which we will leave the link for in the description. We scored 336 out of 400. So if you try it, then and you beat our score, leave it in the comments. And now we're going back on the train.
If you'd like to see more of our travels, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and come along with us. Join us next time as we return here to the harbour in Alvor and head out for a day on the water. Thank you for watching. Bye now.